Today, we are talking about something that upsets me greatly. 401k super catch-up. Is it for you? Because it's not for me. If you're 60 to 63 years old, you can contribute more to your 401k than the usual catch-up amount, which is why some people are calling it the super catch-up.
So since he has that extra money in his pocket, he was able to get an annual pass
and for the national parks. Yeah, so there is one benefit of being older. Now then, so right now, people 50 years old and older, so in other words, born in 1975 or before, can add $7,500 extra per year to their deferral amount. Right, Catherine?
Plain ketchup.
Plain ketchup. Okay. But now then, in 2025, if you are 60 to 63 years old during the year, so what that means is if you're 59 or 64 at any time during the calendar year, you don't get the special catch-up. Okay.
What about people born on leap years?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with it. It is completely...
They never become 60 years old.
Maybe they do. Whatever. Okay. Now then, the point is you can contribute.
It hurts the compliance mind to say things like
yeah,
that.
It does. Or to let me finish a sentence. If you're in this magical age group, because I'm not and somebody else is, okay, you are allowed to, it's not a requirement, you are allowed to contribute 50% more than that for a total of $11,250. Now, this is something we should mention. Allowing for catch-up is not mandatory.
It's not for Chicago either.
No, it is. What?
It's not approved by Chicago either. Allowing for catch-up.
Oh God, it's a hot dog joke. Oh my God, no, please. Well, yes, but okay.
It's roll.
Okay. So it is theoretically possible that an employer, I don't know why, it is theoretically possible that an employer artificially limits the amount of catch-up available because it's not mandatory, all right? Employers are allowed to have artificial limits that are below the statutory limits inside their plan.
Who should use it?
Now then, obviously, if you have the ability, if you're in the right age group, and you have the ability to save the extra amount, our general consensus is do it. Okay, so who should use it? Those people who are earning enough money that they can make use of the extra catch-up. All right, now then, also, depending on how your company's match is set up, if you're eligible to use the super catch-up, you may want to make sure that you're making use of the super catch-up because your matching contribution might be higher. Again, it is theoretically possible that an employer does not match on catch-up, but we haven't seen it. Okay? What's the matter?
Matching on ketchup.
Yeah, they're going to do the mustard and relish. I know that. All right. Now then, also, obviously, what's the super catch-up going to do? Well, part of this is done because it's Insecure 2.0. It's to help reduce the retirement readiness gap. So if you think you're a little behind on getting saved up for retirement, this is going to help. I know it's only 4 years, but hey, okay, what can I tell you? Now then, what's the next catch with catch-up?
If you make $145,000
this
your
year,
catch-up must go into a Roth 401k after tax.
So this was from Secure 1.0. It was supposed to come into effect in 2024, and nobody could figure out how to come up with a process to make it work. The record keepers were pointing to the payroll vendors were pointing to the record keepers, and everybody threw up their hands. So the IRS went, okay, we'll give you 2 more years. So that's next year. So right now, if you're W-2, and I'm being very specific about W-2, so that means if you have a K-1 or a Schedule C, this is not supposed to apply to you. If your W-2 is more than $145,000 this year, 2025, then in 2026, if you want to make a catch-up contribution, it must be Roth. Now, that means that if your plan does not allow for Roth, you can't make catch-up. Okay?
Always can be added.
It can be. It can all be added. Okay. But keep in mind now. Then right now, the W-2. I'm being very, very specific about that. The W-2 limit for 2025 is $145,000. Watch this space. That may go up or down for 2026. Okay? Catherine, do you have some final thoughts about this?
Well, you said
that are not hot dog related.
Well, you said everybody threw up their hands, and I said it was the worst hokey pokey dance I ever saw.
Okay. I'm going to go back to Jackson Hole. Okay.
It wasn't about ketchup.
No, it was. Please, I'm sorry. Make it stop. All right. Now then, please, we do have an idea we do kind of know what we're talking about. We might be hiding it right now. Please talk to your financial professional for more guidance on whether or not this is right for you, for your specific situation. What'd you say?
We'll have show notes.
We hope so. And
yeah.
There'll be show notes and like transcripts and helpful words and all that other stuff. Now then, if you would love to see how much you can save when starting a new 401k plan for your company, please go to our tax credit calculator using the link in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Catherine, what are their marching orders?
Keep the cards and letters coming.
Well, that's the second part. That's my line.
Like, subscribe.
Hey, and we were
and hey, we have an email, right?
Yes, it's sales@hunterbenefits.com. Please don't call us there. All right. Now then, we were just at an industry event.
It doesn't get answered.
No. We were just at an industry event and we met so many people. They're like, "Oh, we watch your videos. We watch your videos." Oh, why aren't you commenting? Please comment and like. All right? Yes, watching's great, but if you're watching us, come on, comment and like. So anyways, toodles. See you later.